Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. One of the amazing cast members of the BET Plus series, Churchy, started streaming on February 15th. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, go out there and check that out. It's an amazing show. I'm not just saying it because I'm on it, but I am saying it because I'm on it. Welcome to a new edition of See You in the Morning, man. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've been here before and found it not robbery to come back and watch one more time, man, I appreciate that because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And I definitely appreciate that. Now, some of y'all might be saying to yourself, well, what in the world is See You in the Morning? See You in the Morning is my horrible idea to get up in the morning and tell y'all too much of my personal business. Shout out to my personal cup from Starbase Victory. See that? It's my own cup. It's got my name on it. With your name on it. See You in the Morning is my horrible idea to get up in the morning and tell all my personal business, just to get out here and let y'all know way too much, let y'all know way more than I should be letting y'all know. But I do it, it gets done, and we seem to have a good time with it. Y'all come back over and over again, so I'm gotta be doing something halfway right. You never know what this show will be. You never know what'll get said on this show. So we'll talk it out, have a good time, and just see where the chips may fall. Just see where everything lies at the end. Only thing that's consistent about this show is first thing in the morning, first thing I do on the show is I speak to the people that speak to me. If you found it in your heart to say hey to me, I'm gonna say back. I gotta do it. I gotta be a Southern gentleman. If you say hi to me, I'm gonna go ahead and say hi to you back. So go ahead and get that out the way. The first three people that speak to me get the MMMs, the mythical morning medals. So let me get those out this morning. The bronze medal goes to Betty Burnett. Who better to get the bronze than Betty? Who better than Betty for the bronze? Betty Burnett with the bronze medal this morning. With the silver is the pride of North Carolina, Courtney Weston and Murphy. And breaking up a good long streak of men winning the gold, P-Towns Patricia, PPP. Patricia Pippen is in the building, so she goes ahead and she wins the gold. So the gold goes to Patricia, the silver to Courtney Weston and Murphy, and the bronze to Betty Burnett. Also coming in fourth, almost getting a medal. The aluminum fourth goes to Crystal Sex Appeal. Also here's Bree, the Bishop, the Pope Calvin J. Hill. Also here's Candace, up too early. Cox, we're going to talk about something with that in a minute. Lynette Smith, good morning. Kim Harris, good morning. Emmy Time, Emmy Place. Michelle McKinney's in the building. Joyce Brown, just good morning from your local K. Roger. Good morning. Crystal doesn't have sound. I wonder if everybody doesn't have sound. Let me see. I can hear me. Crystal, can everybody else hear me? If you can't hear me, you can just go ahead and say you can't hear me. Crystal says she can't hear me. I wonder if that's a problem for everybody. Yolanda, the future clerk of the court of Portsmouth, Virginia, is in the building. Eva Tay, Natasha, Wilberta, Pastor Shy is in the building. Christine, Janice, good morning, Miss Morgan. Tiffany Back Porch is in the building. The Carlos Mitchell, need you to call me. Never. Never. Yeah, I'm just gonna go let you know that off the top, DeCarlos. Never calling you. Not gonna do it. When you waste my time? Not doing it. Not even going. Sometimes you just got to be honest with people. I'm not calling you. But thanks for asking me to. But I'm not gonna do it. Stephanie Payton, good morning. Let's see who else is here. My cousin is in the building. Tanisha, Keisha Renee is in the building. What up, though? JP is in the building. If you come to see me, if you come to my house, because I'm releasing the dogs. Matter of fact, I don't even have any dogs, but I'm gonna go buy some just in case you come by. That's just what I'm gonna do. Rosetta Brown, good morning. If you come by here, if you come by my abode, I might throw this piano at you. If you come by my place of residence, my sanctuary, my one place of peace, I'm telling you now, DeCarlos, might be some problems. All right, you show up if you want to. You show up if you want to. No, Keisha, you can't tell me to call him. First of all, I'm pretty sure I don't have his number. I'm pretty sure. Let's start with some honesty here, people. Sometimes you got to tell a ugly truth over a pretty lie. Good morning, Dame Dashing. Sometimes you got to tell an ugly truth over a pretty lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't save every phone number. Everybody doesn't get the privilege of being saved in my phone. I treat my phone like I got limited saving space. And good morning, Tab. I spend my phone like I got limited save space. Everybody's number don't get saved. Sometimes you gotta let some numbers you just don't save. Some numbers you don't save. Now I'll save crazy people's numbers so that I know not to say crazy, that they're crazy and not to answer. But you gotta save them as DNA. If you got, I've got to do that. I've got to save them as DNA or do not answer. And fellas, let me let you know, all the ladies in here, they got a DNA category. They got. It may not always say do not answer, but there's something that they save you as under their phone and let you know don't answer that. The Carlos, I will call you later. Sometimes you just got to let people know. Now, I've only had one phone number in the last 20 years. I've had the same phone number for 20 years at least. For at least 20 years, same number. So that means over 20 years, I've met people. A lot of y'all are phone number schizophrenic. A lot of y'all are phone schizophrenic. Good morning, Neon. Court board. I like that. A lot of y'all are phone number schizophrenic. Y'all change phone numbers every 2-3 months. It's crazy to me how y'all can just keep changing numbers. Now, for me, it's FOMO. It's fear of missing out. I always feel like I can't change my number now in case somebody's trying to book me for something. I feel like you keep that same number. Jordans and Bieber don't change their number. They the same number. If you had Jordans and Bieber 20 years ago, you can go get them again now. Now, the BET Plus phone, that's a different phone, Jay. That's a whole nother phone. That ain't got nothing to do with the number. I still got that same number. There's a BET Plus number. Now, the more and more blessed I become, I'm not going to say famous. The more and more blessed I become, the more and more television and movie roles I get, there will be another number, and less will I be answering the old number. But I'm going to keep the old number. I just had to get a new one. I had 2 phone numbers at one point in time. I ended up just giving one to my daughter. 2 phones was too much for me. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how you people that carry 2 phones, y'all are a special group of people. I can barely keep up with my one phone. And then you start talking accessories. Me and my AirPods, we just listen. My AirPods remind me of my father. Very, very hard to find. Me and my AirPods, we just can't. Good morning, Karen. Me and my AirPods, we can't get along. I try to keep my AirPods in check, but I can't. It's hard to keep up with them. They be all over the place. Who knows where my AirPods will be? My AirPods are Rolling Stone. Are you talking about carrying two phones? No, sir. And here's what I think, fellas, especially if you're a single guy. If you got two phones, she immediately don't think you trustworthy. Ladies, yes or no? I don't think we had that same concern with women. I think with women, we'll just be like, it's all good. But ladies, if you meet a man and he's got two phones, immediately y'all believe he's a cheater. He can come up with any excuse. Hey, man, this is my work phone and this one. But why you got your work phone with you all the time? And then that second phone is always hard. That second phone is always hard because you got to let her know off the top. You got to let her know off the rip that you got two phones. That can't be something she find out later. You can't find out later that she got a second phone. If you find out later, if she finds out later that you got a second phone, she already believes you're a cheater. If you don't walk in and be like, and it's going to depend on your job, you can't always have a work phone. If that man working at McDonald's, he can't be like, this is my work phone. This is my work phone. No, you own lettuce. Who calling you? Who calling you about the lettuce? Who's calling you about the lettuce? I don't think you could give both phone numbers out. That's too much. If I meet somebody, you only getting this one number. Yo, this is the number. Call me on this one. The court boy said you got a whole nother family somewhere. Second phone means another family. I know a young lady, been knowing her for years. Suddenly she pulled out a second phone. Wait a minute, where did this come from? A second phone? You got to know. See there, Michelle said very few have my second line. That second line is a problem. That second line, if you got that second line, it means you got a second life, and you probably telling a second lie. A second line means a second lie. What you need a second line for? You ain't a band in New Orleans. I got two phones, one for personal, one for business. Why you can't do your business from the personal phone? It got call ID on it. It's got voicemail. What you need a whole nother phone for? You can't talk on but one at a time. I got two phones. Two phone people are cheaters. And that's it. That's the end of the story. You got a second phone, two phones, cheater. All the top. No exceptions. Maybe one every now and again. Maybe one exception every now and again. Even doctors didn't have second phones. They had a beeper. The doctor ain't had no second phone. They had a beeper. The phone that the company pays for. If your company pays for the other phone, here's the only way I believe your second phone is for business. The only way I believe your second phone is for business is if you don't even know the number. If you don't know the number, I believe it. If you don't know the number to that second phone, I believe it's a business phone. You put that other phone out, you be like, I don't even know the number to this. Let me call it. What's your number? I'll call you. So you can have the number. I don't even know the number to this phone. If you don't know the number to it, I believe it's a business phone. That's a business phone that your company pays for because you don't even know the number to it. But if you know the number to that phone, trouble. Good morning, Marche, Lisa, Snoop. Pastor Shy, we're talking about these cheaters with two phones. I'm trying to figure out what you got two phones for. You got two phones, you cheating at some point. There's a cheater in you. There's a cheater in there somewhere. Court board said you got a whole family in Gretna somewhere, and we don't even know where Gretna is. Snoop, you got 3 phones. I don't even know what that means. That if you got 3 phones, there's a letter for each phone. You got a H, a O, and a E. Z, I don't even know what you're doing with 4 phones. What are you doing with 4 phones? If the job is paying for the second line and you don't know the number, it's legitimate. It comes down to what you do. Pastor Shai, you work for the city, you a pastor, that's okay. If I was a pastor, I'd get a whole nother phone that I ain't know. I would get a phone and I would only get that number to the people in the church. So that when they cry and they got a prayer request, it's got a better chance of going to voicemail. Ain't no other reason to have no second phone. One number. One band, one sound when it comes to cell phones. Got that second phone problems. Trouble. That don't count, Snoop. See that don't count. Now see, Snoop, now you throwing a monkey wrench and stuff. I still got my dad's phone from when he passed away. That's a scissor. So let's talk about it real quick, people. We've reached a time now where phone numbers, people pass away, social media, people pass away. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I can't erase people's phone numbers when they pass away, and I can't delete them on social media. They're gonna have to delete themselves. I'm letting all y'all know right now, if any of y'all die, you're gonna have to delete yourself off my social media because I'm not gonna do it. I just feel like it's the ultimate disrespect. You're like, oh, well, they go. How do you handle that? How do you handle when people pass away, especially when it's somebody close? Somebody close to you passes away or some of that nature. Do you erase their phone number? Do you erase their social media? Is one easier than the other? I think getting rid of that social media probably be easy. Then the social media might be easy. I can't go on my phone and intentionally, like my mama's still in my phone. I can't go on my phone and erase my mama's phone number. No, sir. Can't do it. My cousin Cool Breeze still in there. You got to keep them. Keep the numbers in your phone. Social media, a little bit harder. Social media, a little bit harder. The problem with social media is, the problem with social media is people be hacking social media. Ain't nothing worse than you getting an inbox from somebody that left here. If they inboxing you from Glory. If they in the cloud and they inboxing you, there's a whole problem. I think your first response ain't a positive one. I think that's one of the big things. Now, one of the things that I think that we have the grace of that people a while back didn't have is the voicemails and text messages, because they don't go nowhere. You can hold on to those voicemails and text messages, and you can still hear the voice of somebody you lost. I think that's a blessing. I think we've come a long way. You couldn't do that with an answer machine, because once that answer machine gets unplugged, that message is gone. Once you hear that answer machine, they're unplugged back in the day. And see, listen, we don't even care about our answer machines no more. There used to be a period in time where your answer machine was who you were. There was no greater there was no greater determining factor of who you were as a person, your personality, and how cool you were than your answering machine. You got to. Your answer machine is who you are. That there used to be a time when your answer machine told everybody what they needed to know about you, and it was an important. You took it was a there was a certain point of time, probably usually about 10, 11 o'clock at night, when you sat down and made sure that your answering machine was what it was. I don't know if people still got the machines, but your message, ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, a man's voice never got deeper than it did for his answer machine. Hey, it's me. I ain't available to answer the phone right now, but if you leave a little message after the beep, I'll be sure to get back at you. Cool. You put your voice 12 octaves lower than it's ever been for an answer machine. You had to pick the right song. You timed it out. You practiced it 20 to 30 times. You had to be cool enough to know when to let the song come in and let the song die out. You put that song on. Hey, yo. How y'all doing? 3 a.m. Yo, this is me. I can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave that message after the beep, I'll be sure to get back with you. And you know I'm on it, so won't you come over my place? Beep. Now I don't even know how to check my voicemail. I know I got one. I don't even know how to check it. Your parents' answer machine, depending on the level of holiness, used to be different. Hi, this is Charles. This is Brenda. We can't come to the phone right now, but if you be so kind as to leave a message after the beep, we'll get back with you as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Is it finished? Now hit the button. Beep. You get somebody to say, I'm coming up. Praise the Lord, saints. On the rough side, you reach missionary Michael Jones of the mountain. May God continue to be with you. I'm doing my best to make it in. If I haven't been caught up in the rapture, I'll give you a call right back. That thing used to be great. Used to be great times. The one that I hated, though, was that comical one. The one that got to play the practical joke on every phone call. You call them up. Hello? No, speak up a little bit. I can't hear you. Uh-huh. Hey, no, whole time, man, you've been talking to a message. I got you. I ain't here. Leave a message after the beep. We don't have that no more. We getting more and more to a society where we don't call people anyway. What you calling somebody for? Why are you calling me when a text will do? Why are you calling me when a text will do? A text is what you should be doing anyway. You shouldn't be calling anybody in the year of our Lord 2024. Put it in a text. Put it in a text. This ain't about phone call. Put it in a text. The text lets me know. Here's what the text does. Keeps me from being talked to death. The Carlos talking about he gonna call me. Don't call me Pee Wee. Text me. Text me. Pop, 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 pop. Boom. It tells me exactly what I need to know. I ain't got to go through nothing. I ain't got to do anything. I feel like the text is the way to go. Lakeisha says, call me. I want to hear your voice. If I can't lay eyes on you, I want to hear you. The term laying eyes on them. The term lay eyes on them is already a problem. That's what old people saying. I need to lay eyes on you. I need to hug your neck. They always say they're going to hug your neck, but they never hug your neck. They never hug your neck. So this leads me to a question that I got for today. What is the appropriate time to start texting people? What's the appropriate time to text or call people? If you with somebody and y'all don't have an established relationship where y'all are up early in the morning, what is the best time to start calling people? What is our time limit? Is it 9 a.m.? Niambi says 10 to 10. I think you stretching with that second 10. I think you stretching with that second 10. That second 10. I'm Janice is saying after 9. I'm saying 9 to 9. See, Marsha, you talking about after my second cup of coffee. I don't know when you drinking your coffee, so that's where we're gonna have a problem. Because I don't know when you drinking coffee. Lakeisha said my suitors be texting me at 4 and 5. Yeah, you start dealing with older men, they up early. That old man is up at 4, especially this time of year. You start dealing with an older man, he up getting the pollen off his car. I'm surprised y'all are okay with the 10 p.m. So let me ask you this. Does that time frame change when you're in a relationship? And does it change due to the sex of the person calling or texting? So me as a man, here's what I feel like. As a man, I feel like I can't call anybody that's in a relationship too early or too late. I got friends that are friends, closer to me than any brother or sister. I'm not calling them any guys. It don't matter. I'll call my homeboys anytime night. 11 o'clock, I call my homeboys. Bam. Candace says after 9, don't call me with any foolishness. Candace is a good friend of mine. Very good friend of mine. She's a bully. She's mean. But a very good friend. She's also a woman with a whole husband. Can't call her after 9. I can't. Unless it's some type of emergency, can't call her after 9. I think it's disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful to the relationship. Can't call her after 9 because I'm a man. If I see something funny that I want to talk about, a recipe, something like that, just gonna have to wait till the next day. Can't call no married woman after 9. You can't. You just can't. It screams impropriety. It seems as though you're doing something wrong. Tiffany, you're gonna have to keep your phone on do not disturb. I'm pretty sure men is calling at all times of night trying to get on your porch. I understand. But here's the thing, even if it's your BFF, which men don't fall into that category. I didn't even feel comfortable saying that out loud. There's some things that you can't call another man. You'll never see two men refer to each other as BFFs. My boy is the most you're gonna get. You never gonna get two men. You ain't gonna never get two men and be like, yo, that's my BFF. Wait, what? Once you start calling another man your BFF, you got to move to Atlanta. San Francisco. LaTroy can call his best male friend as BFF. Men don't call each other BFFs. That is the, oh my gosh. Man, Davon Young, because he was on here early. He's an educator. He's been a friend of mine for over 30 years. I've known him much longer than I've not known him. I would never call him my BFF. Never call him my BFF. BFF? Man, you crazy. Two men calling people BFF? Man, no, sir. No, sir. Z said, if I'm in a relationship, can't nobody call my phone after 8. Oh, you start getting it in early. We ain't down with that AC/DC. That ain't what we do. We were saying, listen, I'm going to tell y'all, Davon and I were trendsetters before the trends was in. Before people saying no homo, no diddy. We was kids. And we was like, hey, man, we ain't down with that AC/DC. We ain't down with that AC/DC. We were saying that. I wish we would have went ahead. I wish we would have had social media back then. We be rich, Davon. I can't say which one of us said it first. But we stayed strong. When something happened, like, hey man, I ain't down with that AC/DC. You got to say, guys say, that's my boy, my homie. Hey, that's my dude. That's my guy right there. That's my guy right there. It's hard because, you know, the way that 2024 is, it's even hard to call somebody your man. You be like, yo, that's my man. Really? You really got to have, it comes down to your voice inflection. You can't be weak when you say it. You can't be tired. You got to be so strong every time. Be like, somebody be like, yo, you know, Snoop, yo, that's my man. That's my man right there. That's my man's in them. You can't be tired. Somebody be like, you know, Snoop, yeah, that's my man. You see that? You see the difference in the voice inflection? You gotta stay strong. That's my man. That's my man right there. You can't be cool with it. That's my man. Wait, what? Yeah, that's my man. No, sir. No joy at the end. Nothing. You straight. That's why it's better to be like, yo, that's my boy. Once you throw that, that's my man. Gotta be confident. Gotta say it strong. Yo, that's my man right there. You gotta go all the way to New York. Pull all the Brooklyn you got in you. I don't care if you're from Willacoochee, Georgia, from Butt Be Gone, Iowa. You gotta say that hard. Yo, that's my man right there. Because I'm telling you, they catch it the wrong time. You know, Snoop. Yo, yeah, that's my man. Wait, what? Hey. Raise your voice when you're speaking to me. You do it too much. Betty, listen here. Listen here. The level of violation ever. Yeah, me and my girlfriends are going out. Dudes never be like, yeah, me and my boyfriend's going out. What? Wait, what? Ladies, if your man ever say he hanging out with his boyfriends, check his drawers on both front and back. What? There's no way. No way. Me and my boyfriends is going to the movies. What? Ah, sir. You are done. There's absolutely no way. I'm telling y'all, ladies, y'all never understand how hard it is to be men. Men don't have freedom that women do. Women have a freedom that men just do not have. There's so much freedom in being a woman. Y'all can say anything out y'all mouth and it's okay. Me and my boyfriends are going to the game. What? No. I'm just going to have some of my boyfriends over. Man, that is crazy. Women can say girlfriends. That's crazy. Man, we don't have that freedom. Men can't get naked in front of each other. Man, listen, it's so difficult for men to go on a trip together. So much more expensive. What up, triplet? Oh man, who's Johnny? She said. It's so much more difficult for men to go on a trip together. I hear ladies all the time be like, man, we going on this trip, blah, 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 blah. There's going to be about 3 of us in the room. Y'all sleeping? It's 2 beds. Oh, no. Me and Tasha just going to sleep in a bed together. And then, no. Never happened with men. Men, way too difficult. At the most, you get as many guys, especially now that we're grown. Grown men can't do it. At the most, you get as many men in the room as there are beds. If you're doing a turn and burn, you might be able to get 3 guys in a room. And if it's only because y'all just sleeping and getting right back up. Anything else? If there's gonna be a shower happening, no, dog. We're gonna need some more rooms. That's just a fact of life. We're gonna need a few more rooms. It's gotta be 2 beds in the couch or somebody on the floor. You never the same. Grown men, no sir. Couch said anything else is uncivilized. It's completely uncivilized. Once you let that man in your bed, you are officially puffy. You done Stevie J'd yourself. No, sir. But women can do it. Women will be like, it's okay. And then they just treat the room. Not only do women don't mind having other women in the room with them, but they treat the room as though they in the room by themselves. They come out the shower, nothing on. I know y'all got to wear y'all towels different than men. Men, we can wear our towels right around the waist. It's just a loincloth. I know y'all got to go underneath the arm with your towel. You got to at least cover half nips. Got to get the nips covered if nothing else. Now, some of y'all ladies are at a point now where your boobs are also down around your waist, so you can still wear your towel low. But y'all are different. Because y'all are going to do different. Y'all going to do lady stuff. Ladies don't mind coming out the shower. They're going to lotion their whole body. Men hit the important parts. We might be getting too deep into some of y'all lives, fellas. But I'm going to go ahead and ask this question. When the last time you lotioned your torso? Lower legs, lower arms. That's all men lotion. Lower from elbow down, from knee down. That's the only areas that get lotion. Ain't no man just standing naked lotioning his whole body. Go ahead and lotion my chest up. Cause I'm just gonna ask you, how do you lotion your back? I'm too big back to lotion my back. Arms and legs, that's it. I'm going reverse paraplegic on my when I lotion. The fellas didn't want to answer. Nobody wanted to answer. It was too personal. That question was too personal, fellas. I apologize. Just a reminder, you watch and see you in the morning. Make sure you share the show. If you want to be a sponsor of the show, you can send $1 a week or more, whatever you feel, to the Cash App that's there. Cletus Comedy. Big shout outs to everybody that's already participated, man. I appreciate y'all in ways that you'll never know. Every man in his back's got to be ashy. Yeah, you got to have an ashy back. First of all, why is you lotioning your back? Where is you going to be at with your back out? I'm only lotioning areas that have a potential to be seen. Thank you, Janice. Men act like they didn't sleep 2 to a foot too. When I was a child, the Bible says, When I was a child, I acted as a child. I spoke as a child. I did childish things. But when I became a man, I threw those childish things away. As a child, you had no choice. You had no choice but to sleep with, because that's what your mom and them made you do. But as a grown man, things are now different. It is no right way to sleep two men in the bed. There's no right way. It's got to be a California king, and we got to put a barrier up in the middle. There's no proper way. We one rollover away from a situation. You got a grown man in the bed. That's one rollover away from a situation. There's no way to do it. You can't both be head up, because now he's one rollover away from hot dog in your buns. No sir. Can't happen. There's no proper way. If both men are in this bed head up, you can say, okay, well, both of y'all lay. No, I'm not laying cheek to cheek with another man. You can't lay cheek to cheek with another man. Ain't no butt kissing happening. Can't lay cheek to cheek. He can't roll in this way because now you hot dog in the buns. And now we can't both way face to face because now we tip to tip. No, sir. Never happening. It's not happening. So then y'all say go foot to head. Also not working. First of all, no toes in my mouth. No, sir. And now you putting his crotch way too close to my mouth. No, it ain't happening. It's not a fear thing. It's just something that's not happening. That's exactly right, Snoop. There are lines that we have drawn in the sand. That's one of those lines. It's not happening. And to quote the great Negro poet Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. I'm getting ready to get out of here so we can have a whole day where IT didn't mess up. I feel important about that. Today's word of the day is ethereal. Ethereal. Ethereal means of or relating to the regions beyond the earth, or of or resembling heaven. It can also mean lacking material substance and relating to, containing, or resembling a chemical ether. Ethereal. Ethereal. The windows gave the church an ethereal glow. That's ethereal. 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 I was saying it wrong. Boy, did I sound like Forrest Gump. Ethereal means of or relating to the regions beyond the earth, or of or resembling heaven. It could also mean lacking material substance and relating to, containing, or resembling a chemical ether. Ethereal. That's all they had to say. I hated that one. The windows give the church an ethereal glow. The images of the underwater can show a strange world of ethereal beauty. Ethereal. I was saying that completely wrong. Ethereal. Janice, I'm on every day. Every single day. Every day, 7:30-ish, Janice. Every day. You can tune in every single day. It comes on every day. Well, Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, 7:30-ish. Don't expect it to be on exactly at 7:30. 7:30-ish. News, weather, and sports. I still got nothing big in news. Weather was all right. First of all, Lakeisha, if it's with a woman, I think every man has that opportunity to be the little spoon. I think we've been big spooning so long. Every now and again, you gotta ain't nothing wrong with a man becoming a little spoon. It ain't nothing wrong with a man becoming a little spoon. Every now and again, a man is allowed to little spoon. In sports last night, I think I called it. I think I said Iowa would beat LSU. Iowa did defeat LSU. Last night, Caitlin Clark was out of this world. Over 40 points last night in the game. Angel Reese played very well, but was humbled last night. She played well, but was humbled. She's got a completely different, her whole persona is different when she lost. And I don't know if y'all noticed last night, the Iowa fans began to chant and taunt LSU when it was apparent that they were going to lose. And Caitlin Clark actually told them, shh, y'all keep that down. We ain't going to have that. We ain't gonna have that. So big shout outs to Caitlin for that. Big shout outs to Caitlin for that. Game was big. I'm interested to see what the ratings are. Women's basketball has been taking over. And last night, UConn, you can't count Gino Amaretta or whatever. Gino Areola, whatever the coach's name is. You just can't count him out, man. He got his UConn girls playing great basketball again, and they defeated Juju Watkins and USC. I wanted to see Juju versus Caitlin, but I think the Bouchers, I think buckets from Bouchers. I think Bouchers are buckets. I think she's gonna Buckets Boucher. It's gonna be great. So still looking at South Carolina to win it all. I think South Carolina has the easiest path. I think they take care of NC State with no problem. I don't even think that game's gonna be close. And then UConn and Iowa. I think Iowa goes ahead and they pull out. It's gonna take another heroic effort from Caitlin, but I think they go ahead and pull that out, bring it up a USC Iowa national championship, and USC wins. But great games last night. Even if you're not a huge fan of women's basketball, it was a great game. The women's game is a lot purer than the men's game. So if you get a chance to watch it, check it out. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So I'm pulling for USC in the women's side, and on the men's side, give it to Purdue. Because I mean, what else is good is gonna happen for Purdue ever? So let Purdue win it. Zach Edey is 7'30". Let them win. The women's game is a great game of basketball. It's a more pure form of basketball because they don't have some of the athleticism that the men say. And I'm not saying that in a sexist way. I mean, you just don't see the women with the 50-inch verticals just dunking all over the place. So because of some of the athleticism that men have, they don't play with the fundamental skills of basketball a lot of times. A lot of the men just don't have the fundamentals because they have athleticism. The women have the fundamentals of the game. A lot of them are better passers, shooters, scorers. You actually can see them run offense. It's actually a beautiful game to watch, the women's game. And they're starting to wear the shorts up higher. So I'm all for it. Now I finally starting to understand what the women say when they watch football. I finally am starting to understand what they say. Women be like, I like watching the football because it's the men. It's the men. The men's in the outfits. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? It's just football clothes. What are you talking about? I don't see nothing. But now I get it. They're starting to wear them shorts tucked right up underneath. They've been folding the shorts right under their cheeks. It's a different view. It's a different view. I think they need to fire all the sports cameramen for the games and hire the cameraman from Soul Train. The cameraman from Soul Train, he was able to capture cheeks in their natural essence. He was a Picasso of cheek capture. If you knew nothing else, you knew that Soul Train cameraman was gonna catch the cheeks at Soul Train. You knew it. Even as a young boy, I knew that man had a gift. He was gifted and he was talented. No matter the dance, he found a way to enhance the cheeks. He was an Apollo legend. I don't know what he did with his life, but that gentleman deserves all the accolades. We can all remember the Asian lady from Soul Train. We all know her. And just a little bit of the inner racists in us all have seen that Asian lady from Soul Train and an Asian lady somewhere. We've all gone somewhere and be like, don't she look like the Asian lady from Soul Train? We see her a lot. We don't know her name, but we know she's everywhere. Don Cornelius. Don Cornelius was great. Soul Train was a great show. You used to watch Soul Train for the fashion alone. Is Shamar Moore the most famous person ever to come off of Soul Train outside of Don Cornelius? Shamar Moore took that Soul Train, that life of Soul Train, and took it to places no one else ever took it. Shamar Moore. Let's see. Famous Soul Train dancers. Jody Watley, Rosie Perez, Demeter Joe Freeman. Don't know who that is. Jeffrey Daniels. I don't know who that is. Rerun. The most famous Soul Train dancers, ranking them. I got a ranking of the most famous. Jody Watley came in at number 1. Jody Watley, regular on Soul Train. Jody Watley. Then Rosie Perez. All of them came in before Don Cornelius. Jody Watley. Jody Watley, number 1. Most famous Soul Train alum. We out of here, man, on a Tuesday, man. Talk about it Tuesday, man. Listen, on Talk About It Tuesday, I want to take just a moment to encourage people because a lot of people are dealing with a lot of mental health issues. I don't always get to talk about it. I deal with mental health stuff myself. I started to realize that, right? Not just me being crazy, but just the pains and struggles of everyday life can get to you, right? I'm encouraging more and more people to get out there, man, and seek counseling, or somebody who you feel like you can really be open with, talk to, and get those things out. You don't have to hold all of that stuff in. You got a lot of people dealing with a lot of things, a lot of grief, emotions, stress, and we're allowing those grief, that stress, and all that other stuff to take us on up out of here. Man, take time to get out there and talk to somebody. Listen, take time for yourself. Yesterday, me and my son, we went and hung out. We did it big. I'm not gonna say there were strippers, but I will say there was music and a woman dancing. I'm not gonna say if she was a stripper, but there was music and she was dancing. And there were people on the pole. Take that for how you want to take it. But y'all make sure y'all take care of yourselves, man. That's one of the things I like about this show. Gives our people opportunity to come on and not take life so seriously. And then I hope at the end I can encourage you to go and take life seriously, but go out there and have a good time. Just have a good time. Take care of yourself. I mean that very seriously. This is See You in the Morning every day, Monday through Friday, 7:30-ish, depending on when I get up and get out of bed. The show comes on after my last snooze. But we'll do this again tomorrow unless it's my last snooze. And God willing, the creek don't rise. We'll be back tomorrow to try this all over again. Remember, make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. You're good enough. You're worthy of it. Have a fantastic Tuesday. All right? I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Clayton's Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton's Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off